Trying hard to impress is actually the fastest way to lose respect. Sounds strange, right? You'd think the harder you try, the more people admire you. But in reality, the opposite happens. The more effort you put into proving yourself, the more people see desperation instead of strength. And desperation never earns respect. Think about it. How many times have you met someone who constantly brags about their achievements, shows off their possessions, or bends over backwards just to get approval? You don't feel respect for them. You feel pity, maybe even annoyance. Why? Because deep down, you can sense they don't believe in their own worth. And here's the truth, respect doesn't come from chasing others. Respect comes when you stand firm, even if no one claps for you. So let's break this down into the core reasons why trying too hard to impress is actually destroying the respect you want most. First, people respect confidence, not performance. When you're always trying to show off, you're basically saying, I need you to validate me. And that's not confidence, that's insecurity in disguise. Real confidence is quiet. It doesn't need to perform. Imagine two people walk into a room. One starts talking loudly, listing all his accomplishments. The other just sits calmly, comfortable in his own skin. Who do you think gets noticed? Who do you naturally respect? It's always the one who doesn't have to prove anything. Second, when you try too hard, you give away your power. Every time you seek approval, you're putting your worth in someone else's hands. You're basically saying, my value depends on what you think of me. And people can sense that. The more you chase, the less they value you. Think about relationships. The person who's always desperate for attention usually ends up being ignored, while the one who's not begging for approval often gets respect without even asking. Third, impressing people often makes you fake. You laugh when you don't find it funny. You agree when you actually disagree. You dress or act in ways that don't feel natural. At first, people might not notice. But over time, they realize you're wearing a mask. And the moment they see the mask, the respect disappears. Because respect is built on authenticity. If you're not real, there's nothing to respect. Fourth, people admire those who set boundaries, not those who bend them. When you're busy impressing everyone, you rarely say no. You sacrifice your time, your energy, sometimes even your values, just to look good. But here's the paradox, the more you say yes to everything, the less people respect you. Because boundaries show self-respect. And if you don't respect yourself, no one else will. So how do you flip this? How do you actually gain respect without falling into the trap of chasing it? You stop trying to impress. And you start living by your own standards. You focus on being, not performing. You speak your truth, even if people disagree. You take actions that align with your values, even if no one notices. You stop seeking validation and start building your own. When you live like that, people notice. They see someone grounded, someone unshakable. And whether they like you or not, they'll respect you. Because here's the ultimate paradox, the less you try to impress people, the more they end up impressed by you. So remember this, respect isn't earned by showing off. It's earned by showing up as your real self, consistently, unapologetically, without masks. Now I want you to ask yourself, where in your life are you still chasing approval? At work? In your friendships? On social media? And what would happen if, just for once, you stopped trying to impress and started living authentically? If this message hit you, let me know in the comments. Share one habit you'll stop doing today to protect your self-respect. And if you want more content that challenges the way you think and pushes you to grow, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss out. Because at the end of the day, your respect is built on one thing, how much you truly respect yourself. And that starts now.